We are taking the head of Goliath.
And you're watching the Mike Wolf YouTube channel.
Hi, I'm Dan Lawrence, and we're at day 2 of the Unchained Festival. Once again, trying to round up some interviews from some of the bands that are playing him here today. So right now we have with us Taking the Head Off of Goliath. Now that's probably the longest name of any band that's going to be here this weekend, and I'm certain that there is a message behind that, but we'll talk about that after we introduce the band members and tell us your names and your instruments.
My name's Nathan Sherman, and I play guitar.
Jake Martin, vocals.
Steve Reichus, I play drums.
Luke Reno, bass.
Talk about where you guys from, based out of these days lately.
We're from the St. Paul, Minneapolis metro in Minnesota. So, yeah, we just...
So that's like almost Canada, eh?
Exactly. Yes, sir.
Canada Junior.
Earlier, that you guys are going to be the loudest band, or
Maybe the heaviest, yeah.
The fastest.
Yeah. We're not saying we'll be the best, but we'll just be the fastest, maybe.
well, if you're the heaviest band, we're going to have to get scales out, right? So we can weigh everybody.
Yeah, well, we probably
get that heaviest.
We just need me. We used to play a long time ago in a band, Crimson Thorn. So
Oh, I've heard of those guys.
yeah, so we've been doing it for a while, and yeah, these guys. So what's it, like 4 years ago you started? Yeah, they started 4 years ago, and I had spent a long time trying to get Crimson Thorn back together, and find new members, and with absolute
Really long name for the band.
yeah. But I had absolutely no luck, and I just kind of gave up, and then I got to a place where I just finally gave it up, and I told God, I said, just tell me what you want me to do. If it has nothing to do with music, I'll do it. I just want to know how you want me to serve you. And then, like, right away, I found these guys' Facebook page, and they had some just cell phone videos. And I'm listening, and it's, like, exactly what I wanted to do. And then I'm looking, and I see they don't have a bass player. And then I contacted them, talked to Jake for about 3 hours on the phone. And, yeah, it was like when I finally, gave up and told God, I'll do whatever you want, then he put me exactly where I should have been,
Taking the head of Goliath. And this is the best because, yeah, our first audio feed, Bob Beeman called us Taking the Head of the Lion. So it is fun, like, to hear how it's pronounced.
Goliath, man. He's a big dude, man.
So Taking the Head of Goliath is the band name, and yes, it is long, but with Google, when you're trying to find a band name and you start Google searching your ideas, everybody's got a band. So now we're into it's 2019. You need a 5-word band name or somebody or steal someone else's band. Yeah. So
was there any kind of actual inspiration though for that name that you guys wanted to put forth?
Absolutely. I think the David and Goliath story is a little, at least in mainstream culture, is a little cliche. It usually is a sports reference of the little one beat the giant, kind of overpower the giant kind of under their own power. Of course, biblically speaking, David, through faith, trusted God for victory, and so through his faith, God provided. So that's what the band name means. So, so when we get to say, when we introduce ourselves on stage, we say we are taking the head of Goliath. That's a statement as well. That's an active mindset in trusting God in everything and trusting that God will provide because he keeps his promises. So.
Okay, so what do we got going now as far as recent recordings, upcoming recordings? Usually I have a little prop with me. Let's talk about current recordings, future recordings.
Okay, so we have we released our debut EP on Rottweiler Records last year. Yep, and So we are currently writing for our next record, which we hope to have out by March of 2020. And we're just kind of we're gonna be recording 2 songs here in September, at the beginning of September, and we're just gonna kind of do them 2 at a time up until our deadline, and hopefully have a full length. If by chance we don't, we really want this record to correspond with our upcoming tour, so it may be a long EP like our first record, but we're going to write as much quality material as we can between now and then, and hopefully have a full-length record, or at the very least a very long EP like the first record.
I mean, whatever it comes down to, you're not big fans of Goliath, man. So,
Yeah. So first of all, thank you to everybody that's supported us. We just have awesome supporters, and we always talk about we have friends, not fans. I mean, everybody's just been really good to us, and we really appreciate it. We do have that tour coming up, Hasten Revelation, so go check that out on Facebook, the Hasten Revelation Tour. Go like the page, follow it, check out the bands that are on there. Check out Mythic Panda Productions. Hopefully you can catch us on one of those shows coming up in March. And then also, we're all Christians in this band, so we always want to get that out there. If you're in a spot in life where you're miserable, you're running into problems, whatever it is, if there's anything, if you ever want to reach out to us, we can be praying for you. Or if you don't know Jesus, that's something that obviously that's very personal to all of us, but we encourage everyone to just press into that. We're not about religion, we're about knowing Jesus. So, take the time, ask him to meet you where you're at, show himself to you, prove himself to you. He's just looking for that opportunity. So take that. That's something we just encourage you to do.
me, one of the coolest tattoos that I've ever seen in my life. Isn't that the coolest tattoo you've ever seen in your life?
Billy Majewski. I think he's in South Carolina.
Billy Majewski. Polish dude like me. All right, cool, man. Where's he based out of?
Well, I got the tattoo in Hudson, Wisconsin, but he's currently somewhere in South Carolina or North Carolina, I forget. He moved away, unfortunately, so I either got to travel to get the rest of my sleeves done or find somebody with the talent he has, which will be hard to do.
So, that's it. I'm Dan Lawrence. We're with...
We are taking the Head of Goliath, and we'd like to thank our friends in South America for checking us out.